Not love the outcome of that game, but I will watch it just the same. Let's get back to a Shannon topic that he's going to love here, because it's about Aaron Rodgers, who says that he sees Tom Brady playing into his 40s and what Drew Brees is doing into his 40s. Now, Phillip Rivers is still going strong in Indy. And Aaron Rodgers says he's considering playing into his 40s and that he sees himself finishing in Green Bay. So, Shannon Sharpe, do you see your man Aaron Rodgers playing into his 40s and also as a Packer?
Skip, I don't see any reason why he couldn't. I think the thing is that what has happened now, Skip, is that the quarterback in today's game take care of themselves off the field better than the quarterbacks in years past did off the field. And the rules that have been implemented protect and take care of the quarterback on the field. So I don't see any reason why he couldn't play until he's 40. He does a great job of getting rid of the Skip. He doesn't run the football nearly as much. You mentioned he's throwing the ball away at a high clip because he doesn't want to take the unnecessary punishment. So I don't see any reason, he's 36 now, he turns 37 in December, why Aaron Rodgers couldn't play until he's 40. I don't know why any of these guys, Skip. Think about it, Drew Brees, what, 40, 41, making $25 million a year. When are you going to go make that? I mean, now Tony Romo is giving guys incentives, Skip. Hey, maybe I need to get into broadcasting because I can make, even if I don't get hit but a couple of times a game, I can make great money and not get any hits. So I don't know if that's something Aaron seems a bit more private, a bit more guarded than Tony Romo ever was. So I don't know if this is something that he wants to get into, Skip, on this side of football, the camera. But I have no doubt in my mind, a lot of quarterbacks going to play until their 40s because the rules and the way they protect themselves and the money is just too good to just walk away from.
I'm sorry, I do not see Aaron Rodgers playing into his 40s. To me, Aaron has too many other interests in his life. As he says, he likes his scotch. He likes his golf. He likes to travel with his lady Danica. They were just down in, where were they, Chile, and barely got out before the quarantine hit.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's got so many other things that he wants to do, that he likes to do. And I don't think Aaron, from everything I've heard or read, I don't know him personally, but I don't think he's quite as dedicated to fitness as Tom Brady is as he goes on age 43. I'm not sure he's quite as dedicated to his nutrition as Tom Brady has been into his 40s. I'm just not sure Aaron Rodgers wants to study tape, study the film that Tom Brady takes home with him every night, the way Tom does even now. And as you've always told me, Shannon, what got you at age 35 wasn't the injuries, although your body was starting to break down. It was the meetings. You just couldn't take sitting through those meetings anymore. And I got to say, I think Aaron might be the same way as he gets to age 40. So I'm sorry, I'm not seeing age 40 and on for Aaron Rodgers.
But I think the thing is, Skip, look, I'm not saying that, you don't have to be as maniacal as Tom Brady. And I think Tom has laxed some of his, Skip, because now we see him going to Monaco and we see him going places that we never saw in years past. We saw him say, hey, if I want to slice a piece or if I want to indulge in something, I will. So he's not as stringent. He doesn't hold that to the vest as strict as he once did. But the biggest thing, Skip, is the rules. The way you can attack, the way you cannot attack the quarterback. Montana and Elway and Aikman and Marino, those guys, Kelly, those great players, Skip, they called it. You covered the game. You was at the game when Goose flopped on Rich Gannon and separated his shoulder. Man, if you do that to a quarterback now, can you imagine if Aaron Donald would have landed on Tom Brady's shoulder or Brees' shoulder and separated? Man, he gonna get at least 2 games. That was commonplace. They didn't even throw a flag, let alone get a fine or suspension. They didn't even throw a flag. You getting flagged, you're probably getting thrown out of the game. So the rules have been instituted because the quarterback is such at the face of the NFL that you can't attack him. You got a very small area which you can attack the quarterback. Basically, it's the size of his numbers. So you can hit that from top to bottom, but you can't hit him in his knee. You can't hit him in his ankle. You can't touch his head. Can't touch his face mask. So Skip, they're heavily protected on the field. If you just do a little nutrition, work out a little bit off the field, you should be able to play until your 40s if you're halfway decent.
Okay, but will Green Bay want Aaron Rodgers in his 40s? Because I'm going to remind you again, and you don't want to hear this, Aaron's completion percentage has dropped each of the last 4 years. His QBR has dropped each of the last 4 years. Other than that 4-0 run as the road wildcard team to that one Super Bowl 10 years ago, he's 6-8 in the postseason, and of those 6 wins, 5 were a little fluky, and of the 8 losses, a lot of them are just embarrassing losses. So Shannon, he's going to have to play at a much higher level. Tom just kept winning and going to Super Bowls, and I think Aaron's going to need to go to another Super Bowl before he's 40 to finish his career in Green Bay into his 40s.
Well, let me ask you this.
Okay, enough of that one.
Has his QBR dropped lower than Tom? Has his QBR dropped lower than Tom Brady's? What about completion percentage? Has that dropped lower than Tom?
Well, not last year, but I think Aaron had a lot more help last year than Tom Brady did.
Oh, now he got
obviously
help.
made the playoffs, and then they finally got embarrassed in San Francisco, as you know. So let's bring it home with this topic. Trae Young says, or maybe half joked, that eventually he'll be as good a shooter as Steph Curry. Just stop it, Trae. That's next.
Start it, Trae.